Hey, hello, and welcome to the seated hip strength routine. So, my name is Marianne Berry. If we haven't met yet, thank you so much for joining me. And today I'm going to be taking you through a 20-minute sequence of exercises that you can do all entirely in the seated position. My inspiration, my thought for creating this workout today was for those of you that maybe don't have the ability to get down and back up off of the floor. And if that's you, great. This workout has your name written all over it. If not, I still want to encourage you to participate. You're still going to get benefit. And I would say maybe a unique benefit from doing these exercises here in the seated position. So if you do join me live, please post to the comments. Let me know that you're here. I would love to connect with you this morning or whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. And we're going to get started. The only thing that you need for today's workout is a chair and a pillow off of your couch. So to start off, you're going to go ahead and sit down and kind of scooch forward to the edge of your chair. You don't want to slump back. As far as what chair you use, the harder, the better, the more rudimentary, the better. So here I'm just using my wooden bench from my dining room table. Something like this works great, but of course, use whatever you have. And then again, a pillow off of your couch. So scooch forward to the front edge of your chair. Sit up nice and tall. You just want to go ahead and relax your arms here in your lap with your palms up. And just take a moment here to go ahead and place your pelvis in a forward, just a gentle forward tilt. So see if you can find your pelvis, even take your hands, place them right here in the center of your body where that big bony structure lives. And see if you can tilt that pelvis forward gently just to create a nice little accentuated arch in your lower back. I want you to just consciously relax your abdominals. We don't do that very often in our daily lives. Usually we suck it in. So for right now, just go ahead and just relax your abdominals. This is going to help open up your airway. And this is going to help us to access the hip muscles that we really want to target today. So keeping that nice arch in the lower back, sitting up tall, we're going to start off with something called heel toe raises. So we're just going to slightly pigeon toe our feet, and we're going to go ahead and lift our heels, bring those heels back down to the floor, and lift our toes. We're going to go through 10, 2, keeping that stomach nice and relaxed, 3, keeping those knee joints about 1 fist width apart, 4, 5, 6, 7, lifting the heels, gently lifting the toes, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to reset, bring those feet back to where those ankles are directly beneath the knees. And let's go ahead and start another set, lifting those heels. Oh, hi, little bit. Thanks for joining us this morning. Lifting those toes, 2, nice and slow, 3. When you lift the heels, you're going to want to think about lifting as far as you can. When you lift the toes, think about lifting all 5 toes at the same time. 5, halfway, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to start our final set here. Just quick little reminder, I want you to loosen up through the shoulders, even if you need to kind of shake it out really quick here. Let those shoulders relax down away from the ears. Let's tip that pelvis forward gently again and let that stomach relax. Here we go, lifting the toes and lifting the heels. Final set, 1, 2, doing these nice and slow really helps. 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to try to move both legs evenly. 7, that can be the trick for a lot of us if we're off balance. 8, here we go, last 2, 9, and 10, and relax. Now we have sitting knee pillow squeezes. So you're going to take your pillow off of your couch, I like to fold mine in half just to create something about this big that you can put between your knees. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and put that pillow right between those knees. You're going to go ahead and relax your arms at your sides. Slightly pigeon toe your feet. Sit up nice and tall. And again, place that nice arch in your lower back. Relax through the stomach and press and release against your pillow. We're going to go to 20 to start. 3, 4, we're going to press using those inner thigh muscles. And my goal for you today is that you begin to feel this more evenly from right to left. So when you first start pressing here, most of us notice, you might notice, that one side feels a little bit stronger than the other. Yeah? So you might notice one side working a little bit differently than the other. So here we're on about 12, 13, keep it nice and slow, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Relax, reset, and start set number 2. We're going to go through a total of 3 sets of 20, keeping that slight arch in the lower back, stomach nice and relaxed. And here we go. Press, hold, and release. I want you to press, hold, slowly release. This is 2, 3 out of 20. Keep pressing. Here we go. 4, 5. We're going to stay nice and relaxed through the shoulders and the upper body as we go through these. 7, 8. And the trick here is going to be keeping that stomach relaxed. 9, 10. So if you pay careful attention, you might notice your stomach starting to tense up. Naturally, it wants to help out, and that's great. But you can just let those stomach muscles know, you know what, right now, you can just relax. You can just chill out. That's going to help us to breathe naturally and to help those hip muscles to engage. Last one, and relax. Go ahead and roll back, slouch back if that feels good to you. And we're going to start our third and final set. Reset with that pillow between those knees, sitting up nice and tall, stomach relaxed. And here we go. Press, hold, and release. 1, 2, 3. Your weight should be equally distributed through both feet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Go ahead and relax. And we're going to move on to our third exercise called sitting heel raises with pillow. So same thing, you're going to want to take your pillow, place that between your knee joints, sitting up nice and tall, placing a big arch in your lower back. Go ahead and relax those arms at your sides. I want you to just simply lift and lower your heels. That's it. There you go. 2, 3. Now, as you lift, I want you to think about using the muscles in the top creases of your hips. 8. So I'm going to show you what I mean here. Keep going. 9. So this little area right here, the creases of your hips, I want you to lift from that area. You can even go ahead and put your fingers there. See if you can feel those muscles tensing up as you do the lifting. And be sure to keep your stomach muscles nice and relaxed. So we're going to go through 8 more here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax and get set up for your next set. We're going to go through a total of 3 sets of 20. So you're going to press against your pillow. Forgot to mention this. Hold constant pressure on your pillow. And here we go. Lift and lower. 1, 2. Keeping these nice and slow is going to help you to make it even on both sides. And what we're doing here is we're strengthening the primary muscle that flexes the hip. It's called the hip flexor muscle. Who would have thought? So the key to that is going to be lifting from the creases of your hip. You want to continue to maintain that nice arch in the lower back. And yes, the feet and lower legs are doing some movement, some motion here, but you don't want to be pushing from the feet and the lower legs. You really want to be lifting from the hips. So we're going to go through 8 more. 6, 5, 4. So we're starting to feel this here in those hips. 3, 2, and 1. And relax. We're going to get started for our third and final set. Here we go. You're going to press against your pillow, hold some constant pressure here. Place that nice arch in the lower back. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. Really using the creases of those hips. 5, 6, 7, 8. Keeping those shoulders nice and relaxed. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Keeping that pressure on your pillow. If I were to walk up, I shouldn't be able to grab it and pull it out from between your knees. And 20. And relax. We can go ahead and set that pillow off to the side. We are going to actually need it, so don't let it go too far. Next exercise that we're going to do here is sitting chair twist. So sitting up nice and tall in your chair, you're going to use your fist. You're going to measure one fist width between those knees. Now, when you're going through this twisting motion, I'm going to challenge you to keep those knees in the same plane. So I'll show you what I mean here. We're going to start twisting to my right. You're going to want to also twist to your right. So sitting up tall, you're going to take your left hand, you're going to place it gently on the outside of your right knee. You're going to take your right arm, you're going to bring it back. You're going to go ahead and place your arm on your chair or whatever you have behind you. Now, before you do anything else here, I want you to sit up really tall. Imagine that somebody is pulling you towards the ceiling with a puppet string. Now you're going to turn and actually twist to look over your right shoulder. At the same time, you're going to want to be placing a slight arch in your lower back. And we're going to hold this position here for 1 minute. Now the key here is going to be maintaining both knees in the same position. So you don't want one knee jutting out in front of the other. If you need to look down, go ahead and just check that. Okay, I just checked and I noticed that my right knee was starting to jut out, as in closer to you, to the camera where you are. I want that knee parallel with the opposite knee. You want to do the same thing. So check those knees. As we do this twist, I want you to take your shoulders and relax them down away from your ears. Okay, good job. We're still sitting up tall and twisting and breathing. Once we're in this twist position, it's tempting to hold the breath or to not take full breaths. So you want to gently inhale fully and exhale. Continue to hold this twist. We're here for a full minute. And back to center. Reset those knees. You're going to take that right hand, place it on the outside of the left knee. Take that left hand, bring it back, place it on your chair or an object behind you. Sit up nice and tall. Remember, don't forget that step. Sit up tall and then begin your twist over to your left and looking over your left shoulder. And remember, this is all about maintaining that arch in your lower back. Keeping those knee joints in the same plane. So if you need to look and check that, definitely go ahead and do that. And we're going to take a moment here to consciously relax our shoulders down away from our ears. Those shoulders, they just want to help out. They mean so well. They really do. But we just want to let those shoulders relax. They work so hard for us all day long. So right now, we're just going to let those shoulders chill out. And what that's going to do for us is it's going to allow our bodies to actually recruit or activate key muscles in our hips. And slowly go ahead and come back to center. Nice job with the sitting floor twist. Next exercise is sitting shoulder rolls. So what you're going to want to do is just relax your shoulders at your sides. Sit up nice and tall. Go ahead and scooch around a little bit and get comfortable. For these shoulder rolls, what you're going to want to do is you're going to start off by rolling forward. Okay, so just really simple. Just move those shoulders up, move them forward, and move them down. So this is all about the motion of those shoulders. We want to try to make a full circle with the shoulder joints. Now, you don't want to use your arms like this. All right, so you're going to keep those arms at your sides, elbows in line with the seam of your shirt, okay? So the only thing that's going to move here is the shoulder joints. And we're going to keep that stomach relaxed. 6. Making the biggest, fullest circle that you can possibly make. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you're going to roll back. So you're going to roll those shoulders up, move them back and down. So you're going to try to make that circular motion with both shoulders at the same time, keeping those elbows relaxed at your sides. 6, 7, 8, 9, remembering to breathe, and 10. And go ahead and relax. We're going to get set up for a seated windmill. You might be familiar with a standing windmill that maybe you've seen on my Egoscue page, maybe not. This is the seated version of the same exercise. Make no mistake, my friend. Just because this is seated, it's no easier. It's actually maybe even more challenging than the standing version. So we're going to have some fun with this. You're going to want to go ahead and sit. Again, knees hip width apart, one fist. You can measure one fist between those knees, slightly pigeon toe those feet. Sit up nice and tall. Go ahead and place a nice arch in that pelvis, nice arch in that lower back, I should say, by tilting that pelvis forward. Now go ahead and take your arms with me here and bring them up to shoulder height. Now you're going to want to open up those fingers. So think spirit hands, spirit fingers. You're going to open up those fingers. Your arms are at shoulder height, and your elbow joints, you're going to want to have those elbows locked out straight. Elbows perfectly straight here. So I want you to pull those shoulder blades together in the back. Now you're going to go ahead and go to your right. At the same time, you're going to press that left hip down against your chair. So don't let that left hip rise up. We're going to come back through center, come over to your left, pressing the right hip down on the chair. And we're going to go through 10 of these. So I want you to imagine that you are up against a wall and everything is going to touch the wall. Your head, your shoulders, your hands, maybe not your lower back necessarily, but we want to think about keeping our body upright and everything in the same plane as we go side to side. So we don't have any of this rotation going on here. We're halfway. We're going to go through 10. As you go to one side, press that opposite hip down into the chair. As you go to the other side, press that opposite hip down into the chair. We have 2 more here, keeping those shoulder blades pinched together in the back. Last one. And relax. Ooh, I felt that a lot in the arms. Just a little side note, even though this workout is for the hips, we are doing a lot of shoulder work. There's a reason for that. Without getting into the long explanation, the hips can get negative feedback from the shoulders if the shoulders are not doing their job. So our goal here is to get those shoulders back into a nice alignment. This seated windmill in and of itself is actually doing some strength work for the hips as well. So we're going to go ahead and bring those arms up to shoulder height. Open up those fingers, think spirit fingers. We want nice straight elbows. Pinch those shoulder blades together in the back. Now we're going to start off going to our left this time. I want you to press that opposite hip down into the chair. And going to your right, pressing that left hip down into the chair. This is 1. I feel myself breaking a sweat here, so you might feel the same thing. We're definitely kicking things up here a notch with seated windmill. That's 3. 4, 5, and remember to breathe. 6. Now you might feel this through the sides of your body, through here. You might feel it through your abdominals. You might even feel it through your thighs and your hips. Any of those places are perfectly fine. You'll probably also feel this through your shoulders and your arms. Those areas are working a ton here. And 1 more to each side. Remember to press that opposite hip into the chair, back to center, and relax those arms. Whew, definitely felt that one. Now we're going to go ahead and get into seated overhead extension. So you're going to interlace those fingers, bring those arms up overhead, look up, sit up tall, and give me 3 breaths here in this position, breathing down into those lower ribs. Another big breath. Looking up at those hands, Final breath, keeping those elbows perfectly straight. Go ahead and bring those arms down. Go ahead and grab your pillow. Final exercise. This is going to reset the hips and bring everything back together for us here. So you're going to place some constant pressure against that pillow. Press your fingers into the pads of your palms, extending the thumbs. Bring those arms out to your sides. Pinch your shoulder blades together in the back. Straighten out those elbows and circle forward with me here 40 times. 5, 6, 7, 8, keeping constant pressure on the pillow. 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Now turn your palms up so your palms are facing the ceiling. Your thumbs are pointing back behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together in the back. Straighten out those elbows and circle up and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, halfway, 6, 27, 28, 29, 30, 2, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Whoo! Done! Good job. Thank you so much for joining me. How do you feel? What's the word that I'm trying to think of? Revitalized, maybe energized. That's the word that I was trying to think of. So that's the goal. I'd love to hear from you. If you did join me today, please post to the comments. Let me know how this workout went for you. Thank you for joining me. If you do watch the recording, still please post to the comments and let me know how this went. Let me know if you have any questions. If you haven't already, if you got value out of this video, press the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you can get notifications every time I go live and every time I post an awesome workout to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Great workout this morning, guys and gals. I am going to be broadcasting live workouts just so that you know. Currently, my schedule is weekly, Tuesdays at 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. and Thursdays at 7 a.m. I'm going to try that schedule out for a little while, kind of see how it goes. Let me know what you guys want to see, if there's anything in particular, and look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks for joining and have a wonderful day. Bye.